Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, May 13th, and you know what that means. It is time for the High Risk Wrestling recap. I should have been out on Sunday, but let's just say I was hungover. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. Without further ado, let's get into the news. We have an update, not even an update, it's just we have news on Kevin Owens' contract status. He says his contract will expire at the end of 2025, and then he will figure out what to do from there. Maybe he dials it down some, or even re-signs a new contract. WWE has responded to the $250 million plagiarism lawsuit that's going against both of them and AEW. Remember, the lawsuit was from Anthony Dwayne, includes serious allegations and accusations of plagiarism and damages, claiming the company uses creative works such as wrestling gimmicks, names, slogans, and likenesses without his permission. WWE says that this is false and they will combat the suit. We got news about the Wyatt family original members. Remember, they're definitely coming back, the Wyatt family, in a new form that we spoke about last week. But the original members of the Wyatt family, according to Victor, because he was supposed to be in the group, there's even a Titantron in the group, it was him, someone named Bronson, Jody Christopherson, and Audrey Marie. None of them panned out. They were all in NXT. Jerry Lawler is done with the WWE. His career is with them is over. I'm going to say for the time being, but they have not re-signed him to a new contract. But I believe he is still under a Legends contract, so that's all well and good for him. Raw and WWE has signed an extension with USA Network to continue airing Raw to the end of 2024. The contract was up this summer because Raw is moving to Netflix next year, and they would have been without a place for Raw, but they will be moving to Netflix again starting in January 2025. Of course, you heard about this, Zeus. I'm hoping you heard about it. There was pretty much a not good person, a horrible father and a horrible man heckling Sky Blue during the Ring of Honor tapings, throwing really sexist and vulgar remarks at her. Just not good. Saraya and others pointed him out on camera because he's a trash person, and everybody came to Saraya's defense. Rochelle Ellering and Aubrey Edwards, who were part of the match, immediately got that guy tossed out. He tried to put up a little fight. He was there with his son. He's a scumbag. Chelsea Green defends Sky Blue because some idiot fan wanted to offer fatherly advice, saying, "Oh, if you don't want to be heckled and be treated like that, you should not show your ass." What kind of that? He's the kind of person that says she deserves it. And we talked about this on the last episode of the High Risk Wrestling podcast. So yeah, Sky was getting support from many people. Giselle Shaw, a lot of people on the internet, Shayna Baszler, and Sky was overwhelmed by the support of everyone, and it seems like she's in better spirits since then because that guy was a piece of garbage. The Tonga Twins have announced their exit from WOW Women of Wrestling. And of course, with the Tonga Twins being free agents, everybody is really speculating about where they're going to go next. Obviously, everybody's assuming that they're moving to the Bloodline, but there's some other news coming out of their exit. They have said WOW is not a good company and that they are evil, and accused their promotion of interfering with their family. While the Tonga Twins have been accused of injuring and burying talent before being fired from WOW. This is big news coming out of that. And the Twins fired back at the accusations of bullying and injuring wrestlers, saying that they will be speaking out soon about it and won't let good people like them be sacrificed for the betterment of others. And they say that WOW has many flaws and had a ton of growing pains, and there's a lot. There is a lot, and the Tonga Twins even respond to the accusation with more with compelling video evidence, and we'll see what's going to go on with them too. This is big news. Speedball Mike Bailey's contract will be ending at the end of 2024. His contract with TNA. We will see where he goes. He might even resign. It would be remiss for TNA not to resign Mike Bailey. WWPR criticized a journalist during the Backlash presser for asking about Drew Gulak's exit, and WWE's like, why would you ask something like that? And when you're working in the news, when you're working in the PR and working in the press, you're supposed to ask questions like that. There was a big story about Drew Gulak. Why would they not ask questions about that? So shame on the WWE for acting like they should not be asked those type of questions. A senior TKO employee, WWE employee, has exited after years of service. Steve Rubin, who served as the senior director of TV event relations as WWE, has parted ways with the company. He has been with them for 26 years. Michael Levin has also left the company as well. There's some changes going on with the WWE. And in some breaking great news, it was announced on, I believe, Collision, that Willow Nightingale, my baby, will be defending the TBS Championship against Tam Nakano at the Stardom Flashing Champions show on May 18th of this week. I will definitely be watching that. Willow makes her return to New Japan. On the injury side of things, Wheeler Yuta is out right now, that we obviously know. Looks like he's been having some concussions issues, and we've seen how that really affects people. We just saw it with Adam Cole, so we just got to wait and see what happens with Wheeler Yuta. I also believe Wheeler Yuta is the current pure champion, but it's not a major title, so nobody really cares. Injury has forced multiple stars out of the King of the Ring tournament. Bobby Lashley has been removed from the tournament. Drew McIntyre has been removed from the tournament, and Asuka has been removed from the tournament. So we don't know what those injuries are, but it was big enough for them to not be medically cleared. And it looks like Eddie Kingston might have suffered an injury at the New Japan Resurgence show. We'll find out about that. And Chuck Taylor's injury is part storyline and part real life, so they left it open, and we don't know if Chuck will be returning to wrestling. Right now, we're looking at it as his career is over and he's ready to move on in a different aspect in the wrestling industry. But much love and much support to Chuck Taylor. But that is the news, and we shall be right back. All right, so let's get into the weekend review. And of course, we've got to start with Monday Night Raw, because the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, some of the King of the Ring matches will be on house shows. So now that makes the house shows feel just a little bit more important. That's good. But Raw opens up with Damian Priest apologizing to the Squad. You know, this is the Backlash Fallout show as well. And he's like, listen, y'all have my back, you held it down, period. Finn was supposed to face Drew in the King of the Ring, but Drew is injured, so Jay replaces Drew. For some reason, the Judgment Day didn't know about this, but it was announced earlier in the day on social media, whatever. Jay defeated Finn to advance to the King of the Ring, so this is not over with Jay in the Judgment Day. Drew complained about not being medically cleared and then leaves the arena, and the Punk shows up right behind him. Punk heads to the ring and cuts the same tired, boring promo. Io Sky defeated Natalya to advance to the Queen of the Ring. Dakota Kai will replace Asuka, who is also injured. Ilja Dragunov defeated Ricochet to advance in the King of the Ring. Zoe Stark defeated Ivy now to advance in the Queen of the Ring. This match didn't get much time. Damian Priest cheers up Finn after his loss and tells JD that he needs to deal with Braun Strowman. JD's like, what? Bro. Dom brings in Carlito to make a deal with the LWO, and Damian's like, nah, after what happened last year, nope, I'm good. Chad Gable and Bronson ended in a no contest after Sami Zayn attacked. Bronson ends up taking out everyone. Becky Lynch had an interview which was interrupted by Liv Morgan, and we confirmed that they will be fighting for the World Championship at King of the Ring. Damage Control came out to attack, and Liv acted like she was going to help Becky and then just bailed on her. She's like, that's not my problem. Love this version of Liv Morgan. Lyra Valkyria came out with the save, and then she defeated Dakota Kai to advance in the Queen of the Ring. And in the main event, of course, another banger. Gunther defeated Sheamus to advance in the King of the Ring. Over on Dynamite, Kenny Omega has a major announcement that will cause some anarchy. The show gets a fist, just like Raw got a fist. Adam Copeland announced that his title defense tonight will be a no DQ. He will be defending against Brody King. Orange Cassidy defeated Trent, and then Trent attacked Cassidy after the match and gave him a pile driver on the steps, but then Cassidy recovered a minute later to use a chair. Like, come on, sell it. Statlander stood between them, so Cassidy wouldn't, lose his shit. And Cassidy left with Don Callis. The Elite takes Tony Khan's Parker spot. Jack Perry promo airs saying that Kenny isn't the hero and AEW doesn't need him anymore. Omega appears from a hospital bed, announces the Elite versus FTR and 2 other people for Anarchy in the Arena at Double or Nothing. Tony Storm interrupted Serena Deep's interview. Serena Deep's talking about, the unprovoked seizure she was having and health issues she was having. She's going to come and win the championship. Tony tried going for a swing, and Serena Deep just knocked her out. Rocky Romero wants Cassidy to team up with him and Trent to face the Bang Bang Gang. Cassidy's like, no. Does nobody not watch the show? Lord. Mariah May defeated Harley Cameron. Saraya attacked after the match, and Mina Shirakawa made the save. You're going to see a trend for Collision and Dynamite and Rampage. Pac is asked about the Death Triangle coming back, and the Bang Bang Gang chides him for losing to Okada, and Jay White's like, you know who hasn't lost to Okada? Me. Malachi Black will bring Adam Cole to the brink of death so that he can live again. His words, not mine. Christian Cage says he'll take everything from Swerve each and every week. And Swerve's like, listen, I didn't come alone. I'm going to make sure you quit. And then the Mogul Embassy turned on Swerve, beating his ass down. I wonder where Prince Nana stands in all this. Remember, Prince Nana's the one that started the embassy. It's his faction. Christian tells the Bucks that this is the start of a very fruitful relationship. Willow Nightingale wants to know if Mercedes Moné, if she is ready. Jay White defeated Rocky Romero, and then Pac came out, and the Bang Bang Gang skedaddled. Samoa Joe is what these men fear. Jericho and Big Bill won a squash match, and Jericho cuts a very disingenuous but really fun promo. He just knows his business well, that he can just make anything and get it over. Mercedes Moné will wipe the smile off of Willow's face. And in the main event segment, FTR are joined by Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson for the Anarchy in the Arena match. Over on Impact, you can't beat the system, period. The system has their celebration. Matt Hardy says he still wants the world championship. He attacks them with the chair, takes a kendo stick from Alicia Edwards, and then they get the upper hand. They try to go to Pillmanize Matt's neck, and Ryan Nemeth, out of all people, Ryan Nemeth, the Hollywood hunk, made the save. ABC vowed to beat Speedball Mountain to earn an X Division championship match. First Class defeated the FBI. The Rascals complained about their Under Siege match, because I think this was the Under Siege Fallout show as well. Santino said they'll face Jake Something in a partner of his choice, and Cody Deaner has an idea for the match. Sound check with Khan and Steph, and Angels wants to know if, Khan and Steph are a couple, and it just gets out of hand there. Ends with Khan beating up the security. Cody Deaner's idea was a tornado tag match, which he and Jake Something subsequently lose to the Rascals. Steve Macklin attacked them after the match, the Rascals that is, and he and Kaz dissolved their brief partnership. We had an interview with Santana. He's happy to be back, and he's just coming to make a run. Zia Brookside challenged Ash, because Ash wants her rings back, so this feud isn't done. I think this would be the final match for them too. Santino sets up a champions challenge match where all the champions in the company will team up to take on, I guess, their challengers. So we have the champs, and the challengers would be Matt Hardy, Ryan Nemeth, Spitfire, Steph DeLander, Joe Hendry, Eric Young, and Sami Callihan. We're going to see how this works out. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An 8-on-8 match. Gail Kim wants to talk to Giselle. Shaw. I am curious about this. The production value on this video was very, very good. And in the main event, Speedball Mountain defeated ABC. So we are still teasing the split between ABC. We'll see when this happens. Over on SmackDown, the King of the Ring continues. Cody and Logan will fight title for title at King of the Ring. It is what it is, you know what I mean? AJ Styles says he could have beaten Cody and should have beaten Cody, but he'll beat Randy tonight. Nia Jax defeated Naomi to advance to the Queen of the Ring. Baron Corbin is back and will be himself. Melo declines his advice, and the Melo subsequently defeated Corbin to advance in the King of the Ring. Orton will defeat AJ and isn't finished with Tama Tonga. Jade Cargill defeated Piper Niven to advance in the Queen of the Ring, and then Bianca Belair defeated Candice LeRae to advance in the Queen of the Ring as well. Paul Heyman tells Solo Sikoa that he's Roman's wise man, right? And Solo says that Roman left him in charge and gives Heyman a hug. This is getting good. Remember, Heyman says he hasn't talked to Roman since WrestleMania. So who's lying here? Tama Tonga defeated Angelo Dawkins to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. Dawkins replaced Bobby Lashley in the main event. Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. Over on Collision, this was a solid show, nothing special. Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli defeated Top Flight. Will Ospreay defeated Lee Moriarty because Lee Moriarty always loses. And he's still struggling. Will Ospreay is still struggling with using the Tiger Driver as a finisher. Shane Taylor attacked Will Ospreay after the match. Trend. Cage and Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony won a squash match, and Cage explained why they turned on Swerve. You weren't a leader. You use us to get on top and to turn your back, but when you need us, you come and get us. Nah, it don't work like that. Swerve vows to take them out. Dan Garcia won a squash match. Dax Harwood defeated Tommy Billington, the Dynamite Kid. Okada challenges Dax to a match, and then Elite bullies bullies Christopher Daniels. The Daniels is not about that. Like, nah, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. Thunder Rosa defeated Robin Renegade. Johnny TV challenged Pac to a match, and Adam Copeland retained the TNT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly. Then we move over to Rampage, who came on after Collision, right? So Copeland holds up Kyle's arm, and Kyle's in pain, and Kyle tries to take his arm away, but Copeland keeps it up just a little bit longer. Yeah, this inner turmoil was really getting to him. Claudio doesn't trust Eddie Kingston, will stay out of the war that Bryan Danielson has inserted himself in. Trent defeated Dalton Castle. Deonna Purrazzo says Thunder Rosa has made things personal. Brian Keith defeated JD Drake. Adam Copeland challenges Malachi Black to a barbed wire steel cage match at Double or Nothing. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Lady Frost. And then Rosa comes out to get the smoke, and Deonna, escapes. And in the main event, Pac defeated Johnny TV. And after the match, guns up. The Guns are like, yo, what's up? You want some Pac? Come get some. Our matches of the week from Raw: Ilja Dragonuv versus Ricochet in the first round matchup for the King of the Ring. Also from Raw, of course, Gunther versus Sheamus in the first round matchup for King of the Ring. From Dynamite, Adam Copeland versus Brody King in a no DQ match for the TNT Championship. From Impact, Speedball Mountain versus ABC. From Collision, Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli versus Top Flight. Also from Collision, Adam Copeland versus Kyle O'Reilly for the TNT Championship. From New Japan, Resurgence, Shingo Takagi versus Yuya Uemura for the Never Openweight Championship. And from that same show, John Moxley versus Shota Umino for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Our star of the week, I'm giving it to Kyle O'Reilly. The man is really working himself back into having really, really good matches. But that is the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, check out the rest of the stuff I got going down for you this week. We got 2 lists. One is who should be the next world title contenders for the Women's Championship in both companies. We got a Flashback Friday checking out Double or Nothing from 2023. We got the High-Risk Wrestling Podcast this Saturday, TNA's newest signings. How just are they doing? Then we got more stuff next week. Check out that schedule. But as always, check out the social as well. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram. And the 215 on Twitter. That's the show, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.